Hello everyone, welcome to Calculus class. Today I want to teach this topic. Write the equation of the sine and the cosine function from graph. I have this problem here. Find an equation for this cosine on graph. Okay, this cosine graph. Okay, first we need to find the amplitude in this. What is the amplitude of this graph? Okay, find the amplitude. Number one, find the amplitude. Okay, what is the amplitude? In this case, we have to divide the vertical distance. This is the vertical distance by 2. What is the vertical distance? The vertical distance. First, we need to know what is the vertical distance to know what is the amplitude. The vertical distance is this one. Here, you can see the vertical distance. How much is it? Vertical distance is 1, 2. So the vertical distance it is 2. Okay. Let's see. No, not ready yet. So this is x. Okay. The vertical distance it is 2. So how represent the amplitude? The amplitude represented in this way. The amplitude is A. Is the amplitude is equals, in this case we write it 1 here. This means could be write it positive or negative 1. In this case, leave it A equals 1, right? So the second step, we need to find the period. Find in the graph, find the period. So how represent the period? The period represent in this way. Period is equals the period. Let's see. We use these lines to find the period. Find the horizontal distance. We need to find the horizontal distance between the two consecutive maximum. So this is the maximum, minimum. This is the minimum, this is the maximum. So we need to find the distance between two consecutive maximum. In this case, it's look at this. Here is 1 and 2 what? 2 pi. 2 pi. This is the period. So the distance period is equals in this case 2 period divided by, you represent this way, period is equals 2 pi. That is a 2 pi the period. This means that is equals here. How much is here? 2 periods is equals 1. Why? Because you have to divide this by 2 pi. 2 pi divided by 2 pi is equals 1. So this means that b here in this case, b also we can write it here positive or negative. Could be positive or negative 1. In this case, we are going to use positive 1. All right. So this positive 1. Okay. The third thing, find the vertical shift. Find the vertical shift. Okay. The vertical shift is the middle line. The vertical shift, look, this is the middle line of the graph. The middle line of the graph. So we represent the middle lines here with y. So y equals d. It's at the middle of the graph. In this case, the graph is in the center of the quadrant. So this means the middle line of the graph is x-axis. This is the middle line, the graph, right here. The middle line, the graph. Okay. So it's That's the vertical shift. So how much is the vertical shift? In this case, vertical shift is equals, as in this case I told you, is d vertical shift, d is equals 0, right? 0. So d is another information that we needed. So d is equals 0. All right. We already know A, B, and D. Okay, now if you summarize everything, we have to find the next step, find the equation for the graph. It's the last step. Find the equation for the graph. Okay, find the equation for the graph. So let's erase everything and keep in your mind how much is A, how much is B, how much is D. All right. So let me erase because I don't have enough space here. So let's erase it here, and then the last step is this one. Find the equation for the graph. That's the last step, because this is a question. Find an equation for this cosine graph. Okay, so use the amplitude period. We have to use the amplitude period, and then find the numbers A and B for the equation. Okay, what is the equation? For the equation that we have here is fx equals A cos times bx plus C plus D, right? So find the equation for the graph. Okay, now you summarize everything. You forgot it, so I told you, remember, A was equals 1, B was equals 1, D equals 1, right? No, 0, D was 0, is the y-axis, 0. So you have those. You know now already A, how much is A, you know how much is B, and you know how much is D. All right, so now we have to know, find C. So how much is C? C in this case, for this function, we have it fx equals, remember, cos times x plus C. So it's in general. So for this case, C is equals to make true this equation. C is equals with a number. C is equals 0. All right. So now plug it in. We have to plug it in the points in the graph and then solve it. We have if you have this here, 0 equals pi divided by 2 plus C. So it says general formula right there. So C is equals 0. So plug it in. This point, remember, is right here. 2 divided by pi divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is right. It's and a half pi. It's right here. And a half. This is 1 pi. This is going to be and a half plus C is 0. The move right here is the point. So in the graph. So the equation of the graph. So the equation here in conclusion, equation. This is find an equation for a cosine graph. So the equation for the graph for graph function for the graph function is what is fx equals cos times x. That's the solution. That's the equation for this cosine graph. Is